Alrighty, so here we are again, the day after yesterday. It's funny how that happens. It's now pissing down with rain, which is what you can hear on the top. You know, it would be a good day to be sitting on the couch in front of the TV, watching the Barrel Brothers YouTube channel, but apparently not. So, we thought with the radio that we would start by jacking the front up and taking the shock apart so we see what we actually have to do. I've been thinking about it overnight and I thought, look, it needs to be done. What I'll do is I'll get it off and I'll show you what the problem is. It's a difficult thing to fix. If I don't have to, I don't want to have to cut all the welds and machine out the plug weld to take the sleeve off, but I think I'm going to have to. So it sucks, but there you go. It's actually running really well. That's made a big difference. The other thing that they do have here that we could do is that we've got a carby kit that we could stick through it. That's not a biggie. That's one of those fun little jobs that you get to do. We said goodbye to our 260C yesterday, which is a bit sad. But the big girl's gone. It's gone to a good home. The problem with it really I had is it was done. So I didn't get to do all this stuff, and this is what I like doing. I enjoy doing this. So yeah, crash is good. But that motor's running really well now. Very happy with that. The doing the tappets made a big difference. That's it. These are a great little engine for like beginners and lifters. They got solid lifters, so you can adjust the lash. They're just a good, easy little motor to work on. They're really basic. The whole car's pretty basic. It's fun for amateurs like me to have a bit of fun with it. But yeah, let's get into it. For those of you that want to know, the strut was originally the strut off a 120Y B210, and the brakes are off an S13 CA18 NA brake. So it's really very good. Doesn't come out far in front of the hub, so you can run the old school wheels, and it will also fit under a 13-inch wheel, which is perfect, and plenty of brake for this car. I mean, I don't know what an S13 weighs, but a damn sight more than this. This is 760 kilos, so it doesn't need a heap of brakes. It doesn't need GDR brakes. They don't need this job. They don't need the giant brakes on them. They really don't. Not if you want to go old school wheels, forget the giant brakes, because that's plenty. And it hasn't even got a booster on it, and it stops really well. Needs a bit of a shove, but there you go. Could put a booster on it, wouldn't be too hard. But yeah, in the interest of keeping it simple, stupid, no booster. She's out. And I'll just explain to you the problem that we have. All right, so sitting where it is at the moment, we have, to get it sitting where it is at the moment, this is screwed all the way down, 45 mil of uncaptured spring, which is a bit crap, really. So, and the problem is it doesn't screw down into the foot far enough because the tube down the inside, it's too long. We've got 91 millimeters there, which is down to here. We need to get it down to about there. There's the plug weld. So we can bring it down to the top of the plug weld. That's 124. So it gives us an extra 34. We'll still be a bit uncaptured. Or we could cut it right down past and redo the plug welds. The question is, how do you do that? Because this tube is slid over the outside, then welded around the bottom there, and plug weld here and here. So how do we shorten the tube inside? If I can get away with not cutting this off, that'd be really good. So I've got a couple of ideas. I'm going to try putting it in the mill and using a cutter down the inside and see what we can do with that. Okay, in the spirit of doing everything first, the easy way first, here's the plan. I'm thinking we clamp it down onto the table here, good and solid, and then we go down with our cutter down the inside, see if we can machine it out that way. Wish me luck. Okay, so we've ended up here over on the four jaw, Took us a while to get everything lined up. And what we're doing is going down and cutting into the plug weld and then back out again, just in and out, in and out, in and out. Just tune up the tips a bit, but we're getting there. So yeah, getting them straight was a fun. The other thing is, it looks like it's been two tubes welded on there. So a tube welded on there, and then this tube welded onto the tube that was welded on there. So we're having a bit of fun. We're getting there. The thing's fairly straight. Of course, the tube isn't, nothing's really straight, but we've got it sort of, we've lined it up with this tube, so everything's sort of up and down a little bit, but that's about as straight as we need it. We basically are machining for clearance, so I might just blow that out. We're cutting it really nice and slow because I've only got one, I don't have another one to play around with, so. Oh, come on. There she goes. Can't find them, grind them. It's going to be a fairly long, slow process, but we'll get there. The other reason it's taken really long is this is the only thing I've got that's long enough to fit down there. It's not exactly a boring bar, so I've got to take little shaves off back and forwards and back and forwards. Anyway, you get the picture. We're going to be here for some hours doing this, so. Okay, so it was two tubes, and we've just gone through the first one, which is making things difficult, as you can see. Let's just whiz it around to there. So we've gone through the first tube there, and we just sort of, because it's not perfectly centered, it's providing a few problems, and we just broke a tip. So yeah, we'll just persevere. Sorry for my shaky hands, but yeah, there is the problem. It was two tubes. But we're getting there, as you can see. We've machined a fair bit of it. Okay, bit of a difficult thing to see here, and I apologise for the lighting, but this is what we've done. So that is the one out of the other side, and that's where it was sitting, as you can see. Spring not captured, and we had 255 from here to here. This has now got a captured spring. That's all the way down. I didn't want to go down past the plug weld here, so the bottom of that is just down about that level there. And yeah, same height. Close enough to a millimetre or two in it, but yeah. So we've now got, instead of the shock sitting halfway through its travel with a bit of a drama with it hitting the bottom of the travel, we've now got plenty of travel, much better. All right, so now we've got to get stuck in to do this one. That took us ages, so this will take us ages. She's all zipped up, ready to go. It's a fraction higher in the front. That's as good as we can get it. Maybe a different spring is what we need. It's an 8 kilo, which is way too heavy for this thing. So, all in all, it's looking pretty good. Could come down a little bit in the back too, but we'll get there. It's been a long day. It's been piddling down with rain all bloody day too. So, had a good one. There's sort of what's left of the tube that I machined out of the inside. But yeah, needs a wheel alignment now, and stereo still in the box on the bench. Next weekend's job. Thanks for watching.